Welcome back, everyone. Jonathan here with Rob, showing you on how to set up a Facebook fan page. If you're already at facebook.com, go ahead and log in with your email and password. I'm just logging in with mine for now. Okay. After logging in, you're going to go ahead and scroll on down to the bottom of the page.
Keep going.
Keep going. Might take a little while. Oh, lucky me. You're going to go ahead to the bottom and click on Create a Page. Now, since you're a real estate agent, you would create your page as a artist. Oh, wait, hold on. Whoops. Artist, band, or public figure, and you would choose business person underneath
Relevant selection.
relevant selection as business person. And you would put your name. So I'm going to create a fan page for myself. Of course, agree to the Facebook terms and services. Get started. First thing you're going to come to is your profile photo as step one.
You can upload the Remax logo.
I'll upload my Remax logo. Why not?
Pictures.
Oh, under pictures. That's
all the way
right.
to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Remax number 1.
Now the business page is more appropriate to have a more formal or even a business logo that you'd put up. I would probably suggest, keeping your formal portrait photo as opposed to a business logo.
Correct. It's a fan page for yourself. Basically, you're trying to establish sales and customer relations through the fan page. You want to kind of give a little bit of a representation of yourself and what you do. So I'd say if you have an agent photo, you should probably use it. All right, now you're going to come to step 2 to get fans. To try to get your page rolling, you can invite friends. Click on invite friends. The first thing it's going to show you is recent interactions. People that you've most recently interacted with via either a comment, liking your page, Facebook chat, messages, so on and so forth. Or you can also search all of your friends, or basically by demographic area or geographic location. You also have your groups, and also a new thing that Facebook introduced is lists. So based on your acquaintances, different groups where you used to work, go to school, so on and so forth. We're going to skip that for now, but I would suggest doing that. If you have friends that you know you want to be included in your fan page, or you want to suggest your fan page to be liked by them, you can do it. Also, you can import your contacts. If you have web email, like I do a Gmail, I could always log into my Gmail account. Or if I have a Outlook CSV or a CSV file full of contacts, I can always browse to it.
Now, Jonathan, let me ask you a question. Can we get back into this setup and invite people later, or do you have to do that at your inception of the fan page?
That is a very good question. You don't have to do this right now. You can always set that up later. While you're logged on as yourself in Facebook, you can always, on the left-hand side where it shows all of your pages, you can click on it, and you would see invite your friends underneath your getting started or your information page, and then you can invite your friends that way.
Okay, I think that's an important thing. We really just need to get these profiles all out there and published, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fine tune them over our next 8 weeks of training here.
Okay, since this is just a demonstration fan page that I'm creating, I am not going to share this page on my wall because I'm just going to delete it later. But in your case, I would say yes. This way, people that are your friends on Facebook will see a notification that you've created the page and will have an option themselves to go to the page and choose if they want to like it or not. The third and final step to getting started is basically your website. If you have a such and such.remax-nj.com site, or you say you have a johnholmes.com, you can add that.
Okay, well, Jonathan, one thing I want to just mention is everybody here has a Remax website. As we go through the training, I'm also going to encourage everybody to get a more valuable URL that we could put on here. For example, Rob Lazar, or Homes Through Susan, or Susan Sells Real Estate. have those type of websites where you buy your own URL,
Mm-hmm.
I think that just adds more relevance and credibility into the profile.
And also at the training seminar, if anyone is interested in that, I can definitely get that set up for anyone. Your about is just basically a summary of who you are and what you do. Of course, you can put anything you want there, content. For right now, we're going to just continue. Okay, so you're coming to your Get Started page. This is what I was explaining before about inviting your friends on your Get Started page. You can also post your first update, or you can add a like box to your own personal website. I can always show you how to do that. But basically, that's how you get started.
Well, a like box, that's a good question. Now, I notice everybody always says, like my page. Is it necessary to have that like box for people to like your page?
It's not necessary, but if you wanted to add a like box on your Remax Realtor page, when you log into remax.net and you have the back end for customizing your theme and your content on your Remax page.
So I understand. Just so I understand, I think I'm getting it.
Okay.
The add a like box is not to add a like box on your Facebook fan page.
Right.
It's to add a like box
on an
your
external website.
outside web page.
Right.
Great. That's very good to know.
And what you can do, the like box basically is.
Okay.
The like box is basically a widget that you could put on an external website. I would recommend if you have your Remax-NJ site, you can put that as a custom content on the right-hand side of your page. So if you have a Facebook fan page, you can get the code, the HTML code that it gives you to post on the Remax-NJ site. So basically, if anyone is visiting that site, they would see a like box, and without even having to visit Facebook, they can just click on like right on the box, and boom, they instantly like you.
Fantastic.
Yep. So that's the basic setup. Also, you have insights. We'll get into that later. Basically, that just shows you a little bit of a graph as far as interactions. Who likes your page? Who is commenting on your page?
We need to keep back some information so that everybody comes to some of our future seminars and videos here, Jonathan.
Of course.
Now let's go back to what do we actually need to do to get this page published?
Okay, to get this page published, let me just get back to this page here. To get this page published, by default already is published unless you go into Edit Page and choose to unpublish it until you make further changes. So that's what I'm going to do right now, because it looks a bit bland and basic. If you go into Edit Page, like I just did, you can choose Unpublish Page.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm going to encourage everybody to get their page. That, you know, it's better to have it published and not perfected than to have it unpublished. So let's go and let's publish all of our pages here, Jonathan. Now, we talked a little bit about before we started this video about what type of relevant information should be here. And I mentioned to you that I kind of liked what you had included on your profile. Can we get to that and maybe cut and paste it?
Sure, absolutely. I'm basically going to import content that I have on my LinkedIn profile, which is a basic summary of me, since I'm in the computer world. This is a little bit of a about summary. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this basically and copy it.
And just for everybody's benefit, to do a copy, you generally highlight it and then you right-click.
You can right-click and choose copy, or you can use a keyboard shortcut, which is Control-C.
And then you can right-click paste or
right-click,
Control-V to
paste
it.
Or you can use Control-V to paste it in.
Okay, these are all little tips that will save you a lot of time if you're if you don't do this all the time.
Depending on how much content you try to put in your about box, Facebook might say that it's a bit much. Usually you're limited to about 160 characters in your about box, so you could always just put it in your biography tab.
Okay, and you know, you can pause the video if you'd like to just read what he put in his biography tab, and obviously we would relate that to our relevant real estate experience. Now, you had 2 paragraphs in your LinkedIn one, correct?
So basically what I just posted was my biography about who I am and what I do. And then these are my specialties, basically everything that I am experienced in, as well as stuff that I am the most knowledgeable about. So just for an example, I'm going to come back here to Edit Profile. what I should really do is I should actually take that and move that into personal information and put in biography.
Okay, and in his biography, he's talking about what his specialties are. So, just to give you a parallel in real estate, you might say, I specialize in Morris Township, and Madison. I work with a lot of first-time home buyers. I'm an e-pro. Whatever things that you specialize that you want to highlight on your personal expertise, I think it's very relevant to include it here. And once again, best practices would be once you establish a good profile that you're comfortable with, like Jonathan did in LinkedIn, you don't have to do all that work again. You just go to your one profile, you cut and paste, and now you're a cyberstar. You're getting yourself more exposure on the web with all the appropriate professionally produced content that you want to have.
And of course, I have a lot of content, unfortunately, a little bit too much to post into my About screen here. So if you have something that's short and sweet rather, you could always put that in your About box. Unfortunately, I have a little bit too much information to fit, so I put it in biography temporarily, and also under personal information. It's whatever you see fit in whatever the appropriate field that you feel is the best field to put it in, of course.
Now, when you are creating your online image, I would just say that personal interest should be much more generic. I don't think that you want to have religious or political opinions or affiliations on there, because they really, in my opinion, and based upon my research, really don't tend to help you. They only tend to eliminate people from working with you. What's your experience, Jonathan?
Well, seeing as you're creating a fan page in a professional aspect, you're going to want to keep it as minimal minimal personal wise as possible. If the New York Giants, being your favorite team, has nothing to do with real estate, so I wouldn't quite put that in personal interests. Of course, you could put your email address in.
You might offend the Cowboy and Eagle fans.
Exactly. Your email address, I would recommend using your @remax.net forwarding address instead of a Yahoo or a Gmail. It just looks a ton more professional. Of course, you can put your office or your cell phone number. Also, if you have a Remax-NJ website or a custom URL that redirects there, you can put that in your website. And of course, any changes that you make for now, you can do that. Of course, if there's a central address to the location that you're working out of, you can always put that, city, town, postal code, and if there's any affiliation, like you can put an affiliation, Remax Properties Unlimited of Westfield.
Or you could put, if you're a CRS, if you're an ePro, if you are a CDPE, any of those affiliations or accreditations, I would put there, because that's something that really supplements your professional online image.
Exactly.
And helps you get more business. I wouldn't make it very much a point to put in your full address, put in all your full address for your business, put in your affiliations. Just for About, you might say, I really enjoy helping people, working with first time.
So that's about wrapping it up for the summary and a quick little overview of what it looks like so far. View page. Save changes. Save with changes for now.
And then view the page.
View the page, just get an overall summary of what it looks like. The Get Started tab is what's going to come up first until you really have an established thing here. So basically, this is what our info tab looks like right now. Biography, personal information. Of course, until Facebook kind of understands that you have a bit of a good start, of course, it's going to get you a Get Started, like posting status updates, telling your fans, and inviting your friends. And that's about it for this session of...
We look forward to seeing you at the live training. And as always, this is a resource that will be posted on the YouTube channel and on my blog.
Take care, everyone.